closer the gunfire got. I kept looking back, expecting to see the gunman, and I say men because there was more than one person. There was more than one gun firing, 100% more than one. I've been watching the news non-stop since I arrived back home to my family, and it just doesn't make sense. The story that is feeding everyone doesn't add up to our eyewitness accounts. There's something wrong with what they're saying, and the evidence seems fake, if you ask me. There are multiple people stating that there was a lady towards the beginning of the evening who had made her way up to the stage, warning people that we are all gonna die. Her and her boyfriend were escorted off the premises. Why has she not been mentioned by authorities? Every single survivor I've talked to also remembers multiple shooters, and at least one from the ground. Why aren't we being taken more seriously? Ugh. Tons of things don't add up.
So Kimberly died in her sleep from what the media said was focal epilepsy, which is pretty rare to die from, honestly. It is possible her anxiety and stress made it worse, but she died soon after her husband left at 4:30 in the morning to go to work. Another strange death case around the Vegas shooting survivors was that of Dennis and Lorraine Carver.
Dennis and Lorraine Carver were a married couple from California. Their car suddenly veered off the road outside their home and crashed into a gate, exploding into a fireball on impact and killing both of them instantly.
Really?
A spokesman for the local fire authority said it took firefighters over 1 hour to extinguish the blaze.
Dennis lost his phone during the attack in Vegas, and the FBI found it and returned it to him after 3 weeks. He said it was full of videos and photos he took during the attack. Both Dennis and Lorraine were on social media talking about how there were multiple shooters. Then there was the strange case of Danny Contreras, who made a Facebook post talking about how he was being chased by 2 different shooters. His body was found less than a month after the shooting in a vacant home after a neighbor heard a man groaning inside the building and called 911. Police say Contreras was dead when they arrived.
Probably the most unusual death of a survivor was that of Telemachus Orphanos. He survived the Las Vegas shooting, only to be killed in another shooting about a year later that happened at the Borderline Bar and Grill in Thousand Oaks, which is northwest of Los Angeles. There were 11 people who died during that attack, and he was one of them. That is almost unheard of, to be involved in more than one mass shooting, unless he was specifically targeted or something else was going on entirely.
Orville Allman was the lawyer representing the Route 91 Harvest Music Festival, and Jason Aldean was the singer on stage when the Las Vegas shooting began. What's really bizarre is that Allman died in the same way Kimberly Sukamel died, suffering a seizure during sleep. He was also making private Facebook posts to his friends saying that the meetings with MGM, Las Vegas Police, and the FBI were, quote, incredibly strange and complex. There were a lot more eyewitness accounts that I found posted on social media, and most of those were deleted on YouTube, but I found them on BitChute. All of them mentioned that there were shooters at different hotels.